eating with Josh by my side this lovely Sunday, 29 June 2025. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and I'm going to finish the brick or block or chunk of cheese I started yesterday, which is an 8-ounce brick of Tillamook pepper jack cheese, and I ate 5 ounces yesterday in one video, and so now I'm going to finish off the last 3 ounces. Each ounce is 110 calories, 9 grams of fat, 15% daily daily calcium. So this little chunk right here is 50% of all the calcium I need to have in the day. I think it's pretty good. So the screen grab I've actually did a freeze frame when I was doing a what I ate in a day vlog style video. This is an interview I chose for dining with Josh in picture form. So now it's like I was in picture form. Now I'm in video and he's in screen grab form. And so this is from the 2024 Summer Olympic Games when he won a silver medal on the 1500 meters run at the games. And I'm thinking of this in terms of transferability of skills between sports. And so if I want to pose this as a big challenge, I mean, there's the easy one where it's like there's foosball. I'd be like, okay, but does running translate to soccer? And I was like, how about something more timely? How about Formula One race car driving? And Formula One is one that I haven't really watched the sport because much. I have more recently. There's been a flare up in my consumption habits. It's one that it's interesting in terms of in track and field, middle distance running. It's not necessarily true for sprints and running, but in middle distance running, it's a shared track. In sprints, you know, you got the hot tempers, the big personalities, stay in their lane. They don't ever have to share. In middle distance running, we have to share. And meaning might start off, and depending on the race, might start off with a shared starting line even. And then have to compete for where in the track one wants to run, which is actually similar, if I'm not mistaken, to Formula One race car driving, in the sense of it's a shared track and there's more than one car, and the goal is to stay on the track, not necessarily in a lane on the track, a particular lane. So in that sense, somebody who's a middle distance runner has a much better chance of understanding it based on physical reality, it being Formula One race car driving, than say a sprinter or a marathoner. Because the marathoner doesn't run the entirety of the race on the track. And the sprinter has zero experience about sharing the track. As in, everybody runs in the same lane at the same time. So, with the same start and finish. So it's kind of an interesting one in that sense of, if I had a honey bunny who was a race car driver in Formula One, I chose the right sport, and Josh chose the right sport for actually being able to understand the sport from our own racing experience, each our own. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's very cool. Did I rate it last time? Am I allowed to give it a 44? Again, and have Josh be like, you know, when Lewis moves you in with him, I'm going to be over here. You know, maybe that's the Woodway house. And he's, at some point in time, not necessarily at the time of the movie, yeah, but like at some point in time, I was like, we have to go through this all over again. And it's a big exasperation sign. And like getting me over. And it's a repeating cycle of the me visiting each place kind of thing. And he goes, and he looks down, and Sharpie the gray squirrel looks up at him and goes, oh, but Dad, we love you so much. It's so much fun. So, thank you for joining Josh and Tanis and Josh for this eating with, and a 44 out of 10 is what I gave it. The Tillamook pepper jack cheese. Consistent performer.